It's no secret that the HP Spectre is a good computer, and for $1,300, it better be. So today we're going to try to answer the questions: who is this laptop for, what are its strengths and weaknesses, and most of all, in the grand sea of computers out there, what makes this one stand out? First, let's get those tech specs out of the way. This guy is running a 13.3-inch 1080p LED IPS display, has 6th gen Intel Core i7 running at 2.5 GHz, has 8 gigs of RAM, an Intel HD 520 integrated graphics card, and 256 gigs of flash storage, AC wireless, and a 10-hour battery life. In terms of design, there's no real denying that this is a premium looking laptop. While it may not be for everyone, it's certainly sexy in my book. However, HP did skimp out a little bit on the design, as it's listed as made of aluminum, which is true for the top part of the case. However, the bottom is made of plastic, which causes a bowing in the middle, which degrades the quality a little bit and makes it feel a little bit more cheaper in the hands. Moving on to another positive note though, the keyboard is one of the best that I have ever typed on. It has a decent amount of travel and not flimsy and doesn't feel cheap at all. I was very accurate with my typing and very fast. The trackpad, however, is quite small, and although pretty responsive, it's pretty hard to compare to the trackpad on Apple computers in my opinion. When I first turned on the computer and that beautiful display popped up, I actually had to double check to make sure it was a 1080p display and not a 1440 or 4K display, as the colors, the contrast, the brightness, and the viewing angles are all fantastic. This is probably the best looking 1080p screen that I've ever seen. And lastly, we have the ports. Now, across the back you have 2 Thunderbolt 3 Type-C ports and 1 USB Type-C port all the way to the left or the right, depending on how you're looking at it, just meant for charging. Now, to me, this is one of the best layouts for a Type-C Thunderbolt 3 type design, having the ports in the back so that way all your cables run throughout the back and not around the sides. It's one of my biggest complaints with the MacBook is because MagSafe is now gone, it's very easy to knock in off the side, or it just kind of looks bad and not easy to cable manage when sitting on a desk. The ports are also one of the big reasons to buy this laptop. It pretty much answers all of the questions we asked above. If you're the type of person that wants to get your full money's worth and really future-proof yourself in terms of laptops, this is a great choice. Let's say you are the typical student or business professional. This is going to get you through all your productivity and utility tasks that you throw at it throughout the day. Now let's say you add casual gaming on top of that. Right out of the box without anything extra, I was able to play Titanfall and Star Wars Battlefront running 50 to 60 FPS pretty consistently on recommended settings. No crazy ultra or anything here, it is a integrated graphics card after all, but using that Thunderbolt 3 port on the back, you can connect something like the Razer Core and add a external dedicated GPU to give you that 4K or crazy gaming experience that you're looking for. And for all you creatives out there, such as myself, you will have no problem with the i7 processor, the 8 gigs of RAM, and the crazy fast SSD, doing different things like video editing in Premiere, or Photoshop, or really any program like that. And the last downside I'm going to talk about this computer is the fan. Maybe I'm just spoiled with the fanless MacBook, but even when I wasn't really doing a whole lot, the fan was very loud sometimes for no apparent reason. Definitely under heavy load the fan went on, which was understandable. It didn't get too hot or anything on my lap, but the fan was definitely loud and sometimes would kick on when the computer was just sitting there doing nothing. All in all, this is a fantastic laptop. If you don't mind not having a touchscreen or the ability to add things like 16 gigs RAM or really customize anything about it, and you want something that is beautiful looking but gets you through work and play tasks, this may just be the right option for you.